right, we're back. It's been a while.
Has been. PSA takes their time grading stuff, which is, I guess, okay considering you're spending, a fair amount of money.
What you're spending to get them.
Grade it.
And this one was almost all junk wax except for
I sent one Zach Wheeler auto, which was not junk wax. Everything else that I sent was junk wax.
Yeah. And the last time we did a junk wax 20 card, there was no 10s. We didn't get one 10.
Yeah. They weren't very kind to us.
They were not kind on the junk wax. Now, when we did our more modern, we ended up with a couple 10s,
and 9s, and
yeah. So this, I'm hoping we get a 10 or 2 or 3, but I don't know. We'll see how it plays out. And we sent out some really good cards this time, or at least John did.
We'll see. Like the Jordan SP1, which I got out of a box that I spent $60 on. If that grade's pretty good, I'll be happy. The Bo Jackson 90 score I've had forever. I got that out of a pack when I was a kid. So if that grade's good, that would be awesome.
Yeah.
And then I had 2 other Jordans, an Upper Deck Jordan and a Fleer Jordan, 90 Fleer Jordan that I got out of a pack when I was a kid, and then the Upper Deck Jordan I got out of a pack when I was a kid. So,
and you have a David Robinson rookie.
And I have a David Robinson rookie, which I bought raw back in the day. So, we'll see. The other ones I don't have a whole lot in because I got them out of packs, minus the SP1, which was $60 for the box. But we'll see. I wore my Star Wars shirt because I'm gonna use the Force to you will be a PSA 9 or above.
I feel like if any of your cards hit a 10, it
stellar.
Easily pays for
it's awesome.
All of it. But well, anyways, chop it open. Let's see, because I sent probably 5 or 6 Jordans. I don't think I sent any Upper Deck ones. So you chop it. Oh, it does have a tear. How about that?
Joe, I saw you're now listing Matchbox and Hot Wheels on your.
I did. I do have a pile of Hot Wheels that I just thought I would unload and go from there. See what happens. Every now and again, they do well.
So you're not exclusive to sports cards.
No. I like to venture out here and there.
All right, Joe. Let's see what we got here. All right.
So hand me that. I think I had a card.
What's
that was?
Is that a reject?
Yeah.
Why did they reject that?
Why did they reject? Oh, it was too small. They said. Do not hold or mini size. They I don't know. They just said the size requirement was not met. Minimum size requirement not met, which is ridiculous because
you get that out of a pack.
Yes.
How is that possible?
Right. I don't know what the minimum size.
So they're essentially saying it was.
I mean, I have minis, like those little cards, minimum size, But I guess for this particular card, it has to meet a minimum size, and that didn't do it. So I mean, now I've had that happen before, and luckily they don't charge you for anything, so they just send it back in a thing and just try.
So they wouldn't even give it an authentic.
No, nothing. Nope.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it must have been cut poorly when they cut that sheet or something.
Yep, that's right. I forgot I got an email saying that there was only 19 cards coming back, and I was like, 19? And I saw there was a minimum size requirement on the invoice. I was like, what the flip?
But that was the first one. You didn't know which one it was?
No. Nope, but that's it right there.
All right.
So.
Well, bad for you, good for me. Mine are still all in play.
Yeah. That's right. I guess it could have been 1 year, but no, I did see the minimum size. Yeah. So now the Jordans.
I think that's yours.
This is what the 89 Fleer. Yeah, because yours.
Mine was a 90 Fleer.
Yeah. Somewhere back in here. All right. Well, let's start this freight train with a 8. Yeah. Okay. 8 on an 89 Flair. Yeah, we'll take it.
All right, so this is my Robinson rookie card.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm like nervous. A 6.
Oh baby, I thought my 8 was bad.
Oh my god. Man, I was like,
ouch! I thought that would look.
Yeah, I thought it looked pretty
there's
good.
either scratches or something on there. 6.
Man, that's killer.
That hurts.
That does hurt. That is a.
I think you
lost money for sure.
Dang.
Well, the forces let me down thus far.
All right. Holy moly.
Man, that's terrible.
And this is 89 hoops.
That's yours, then.
Okay. I'm afraid now.
Man, a 6.
Oh, snap.
Wow.
89 hoops. 10. Wow, I mean, heck, it doesn't look much different than yours.
Seriously. I mean,
right. It's very, I mean, something's obviously off, but, I mean, the sides, the centering, unless there's a scratch somewhere that we can't see, boy, what a difference. $100+ makes.
Yeah, seriously. No good.
Oh, man.
Yow. This is
90
mine.
Fleer. There you go.
All right. You will be better than a 6. An 8.
Oh, an 8. Okay.
All right. That's...
Yeah, 8's not. I mean, 8's, 9's, 10's, whatever. But
dude, I just found this sitting in a box. So, if any of them I thought was going to be a low grade, it would have been this one.
Over one you actually bought.
Yeah, over one I bought.
Oh, man.
All right, well, 8. Okay.
Okay, so this is my 90, the second year David Robinson.
That's a Fleer one, right?
This is a Fleer.
I think I have that too.
Well, this one's going to be a
off-center 9.
Off-center. Oh, so the top's skinny and the bottom, I did not see that when I sent that. That's a shame. So that pretty much cost me the 10.
Yeah.
That's stupid.
I have that card
okay.
in my collection, but I thought the hoops was the better, more valuable one to grade.
Well, it definitely is.
It doesn't
when
come
it's
back
not a 6.
The hell?
Oh, I have sent, I don't know, probably 20 of these 90 hoops Jordans out there.
Oh, that's the same one that you just pulled.
So right? This one was an 89 hoops.
Oh,
so
okay,
this was
89.
a newer. This one is extremely difficult. I've, like I said, I've sent probably close to 20, and I've never gotten a 10. We're going to keep that drive alive with a 7.
Wow. All right.
Oh, get out of here, man. What is that about? Okay.
I still got you on the
you're still beating me with
score.
With the 6. Yep.
That's
this
yours.
Is a Jordan checklist card. I did have one of these come back a 10 one time. That's just over $100, but a 9 I have gotten before, and that sells for about $20. Not quite enough to really even pay for the grading. So, I guess I should definitely reconsider what I'm sending out. It's just the chance of hitting a Jordan or something on a 10, easily it's over 100.
Now your hoops one that you got the 10 one, what do you think that will bring?
That one, when I researched it, that went for around $150 for a 10.
Wow. So you're doing good.
So far, I think I'm doing okay. If I can hit, I don't know, any. So these are 90 Skybox 9s. 9 Jordans all range from 20 to 30. You basically get back what the card and the grading cost. Which, whatever, that's fine. I'll suck it up.
So you're saying I'm still at a net loss on this Jordan 8 and this Robinson 6?
I would definitely say you are at a net loss. Well, I mean, the 90 Fleer is a good card. It's a popular one. I don't know what the 8s go for, but, they might go for close to 20. This, I don't even know why I sent it, just because it's a Bulls checklist, and it, had all the team. And, of course, that one comes back a 10.
Nice.
Unbelievable. I mean, I'd have no idea. I don't even know if people actually grade checklist cards.
But you did.
But I did. So here we go. A second 10. All right. I mean, whatever. It's neat.
All right. So this is mine.
That's yours that you've had since
forever.
Yep.
Man, I'm feeling like this is gonna be like a 6 or something. Just getting a bad vibe. Holy shit! It's a 10.
The heck? No way. That covered.
I don't understand, but I'll take it.
Heck yes, dude. That is insane. Are you kidding? That's like $500. You know.
Yeah, boy.
That's
the
wild.
force is real. Forget everything I said previously with the Jordan and the Robinson.
Yes. What?
I am a master of the force.
Right.
I can't believe this.
That is incredible.
They are so particular.
Yeah.
And I get a 10 on this one. It's really $500.
They're all from $400 to $500 on eBay for a 10.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
I pulled this out of a pack like back in the day,
which is wild. I would assume it probably slid into, Yeah, I don't know how you stored them way back then, but in those 9-card page turners, those things damaged cards like left and right. So
it wasn't that back when I was doing this and I was opening packs and collecting stuff.
That's incredible.
I did put them in the little like card savers and stuff, and I was careful. I knew enough to like not jack them up.
Hey, whatever. It says Gem Mint 10. I'd keep that for, I don't know.
That's pretty awesome.
Mm.
So the reason why I was so skeptical in this one is because the card saver was like, how card savers, if they're around enough, they start to yellow.
Oh, yeah.
They just get kind of blah. The card saver for this was not great, and I knew this had value if it was graded high. So I was just like, let me send this in. This could be the last time I submit stuff for grading. I never thought this one would be a 10. But I'm pretty excited.
Heck yeah.
Nice.
That negates everything,
Yeah, it's whatever.
Yep.
Wow, that's amazing.
That is.
Gem Mint 10.
On
sweet.
Like one of the most sought after classic Bo Jackson cards there is.
It is cool, man. It's like the coolest. It's a cool card. When Score did this card, it was cool. I can't believe that's a 10. Maybe they mixed up my card with somebody else's.
Yeah.
But that's okay.
Yep, they slid the wrong. Hey.
Whatever.
It's labeled, it's sealed, it is what it is. So.
And it was sent to the right address.
Yep, that's it.
Holy cow, that's awesome.
That is.
Woo!
What a day. Sheesh. Man.
All right. This is mine too.
That is, yep. That's what. Now, was that one that you pulled here while we were opening cards? Or was this one you already had?
No, this was one I pulled recently out of a pack. When we were doing our earlier episodes, I was buying boxes of 90 Score hockey, and the guy sent me a box of Canadian version, French.
Oh, that's right.
So I had pulled a couple Lindroses back in the day in 1990, and I had not pulled any in the newer, purchases that I made for the show. But this one I was opening at home, and I got a couple Lindros, from the Canadian version, and I was just like, let me just send one of those off. Those are like a little more valuable than the regular, non-French. So I'm curious what this is. If it doesn't grade high, it's worthless. But if it grades high, it might be worth something. A 9. Okay. All right. That's good. Nice.
Yeah, 9 or 10. I mean,
holy cow! Let's save this one for the very end. That'll be like dramatic effect.
That's it. Yep. Slide that one to the bottom.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Now it looks like
one, you. Yeah. All right. Okay. Well, I'm landing 9s on my Jordans, but
that's a 91 Fleer.
91 Fleer. Not bad. And this is 91 Fleer again. I don't remember this one. Oh, the All-Star version. Oh, I tied you with a 6.
All right.
Okay.
Misery loves company.
Wow, that is incredible. I mean, whatever. Okay, I'd be better off using that as a fire starter. So the Beam team: Dennis Rodman, Jordan, and Kevin Johnson.
What year is that one?
This one is a 93. 93. Okay, got a 10 on the Beam team.
Nice.
So we'll see. I don't even know what that brings. I just put it in there because of Jordan and Rodman.
Yeah, it's a cool combination.
Yeah. All right.
All right, so this is my Zach Wheeler auto.
The newest one in our bunch.
The newest one.
Only one in the 2000s.
All right, here we go. Here we go. 9. Okay, all right.
I would assume that would have been your one to come back at 10, being that it was new.
Yeah. Well, 9's okay. I don't know if I'll make my money on this card because it was kind of pricey raw. I don't remember what I paid for it exactly. It's a recent purchase. But we'll see. Yeah. I guess.
Down the road, you never know.
Yeah.
When your kids sell your cards for $1 a piece at yard sale.
Yeah, no kidding. All right. Okay. My Zach Wheeler 9.
This one I can already see I didn't pay attention to because the gap at the top and the gap at the bottom is an absolute disaster. So.
All right. So what are you thinking your grade's going to be?
I mean, that at least, in perfect condition, that marks it down to a minimum 9. So I'm going to say an 8 or a 7, I would guess, because the corners aren't that bad, though. But we're going to say, okay, 8 off center.
All right.
At least they put the OC on there. Before, you didn't really know.
So you'll probably lose money on that one.
On an 8, yes. Yep. Give or take. I mean, yeah, now it's getting graded a lot now, so the criticism is higher, and the collectors already have their ones they're looking for. So
yeah, I got just for the novelty of it, I picked one up already graded a couple months ago. That was an 8, and I paid about $21 for it. I was
gonna say it'd go for about 20, would be my guess.
All right, this is mine. Let's see what happens with this Upper Deck Jordan 9. Well, okay, that's
all right.
Okay.
I mean, you're in the 9 realm.
I have nothing in this because it was pulled from a pack in 1992, and I've had it all this time, so I have the grading cost essentially.
Yeah.
So,
and I mean, like you said, the 9s on those usually recoup, the cost of the grading around the 20s, give or take.
Wow. Okay.
90.
This is you.
Hoops. Yep. All right. Last shot at a. Oh! Dagger, a 5.
Wow, that's killer.
A 5. I don't even know. I mean, yeah, that is bad. I should have looked on the back. I always forget to. I'm always like looking on the front and checking out the corners, and I never flip it over. I mean, here it's slightly off, but that
they
back is easily crushed. And I did learn that they do things based on logos and things like that. Like with Upper Deck cards, the logo plays an extremely important role in some of their cards.
Like the hologram.
Yeah. Like they actually. Like that's one of the biggest features that knocks the Upper Deck cards down.
Jacked up logo.
Yes.
Or jacked up hologram.
Issues with the hologram, if it's slightly turned, if there's any issues with it at all, that's a huge part in the Upper Deck one. So this one is your pull from the packs.
This is the pull from the pack recently. The box was $60. I pulled it on the second to last pack, and you will be a PSA 10. You will be a PSA 10. Oh my God, if that was PSA 10, that would be like so crazy.
Yeah, if you hit both of those, your top, I don't know, that would be.
All right, here we go. 9.
It's one little thing somewhere.
But that's still pretty,
9's
pretty
easily going to cover, the cost of the grading plus potentially the, I don't know how high the 9s go, but they definitely go well above grading costs. So
yeah, I know I know lower than this doesn't bring much. But, oh man, some one little minor thing. Yep. But overall, that's okay. At least it wasn't a 6.
Yes, or a 5.
Or a 5. Nice.
That's crazy, though. I mean, still, the bow easily
wins the day.
Yeah, easily wins the day. A 10 on the bow that's impressive.
So on my Jordans, I got a 9, 9. Wait, let me slide a little this way. I got a 9, 9, and an 8. I think I have more of this card somewhere because back in the day I was getting lots of 90 Fleer. I just haven't.
And it could be, a little skinnier top compared to the bottom. Although they didn't put OC, so I don't know. But, we got more 10s than we did on the first Junk Wax run.
Yeah.
So,
minus the Robinson 6, overall I'm pretty happy.
Yeah.
The Jackson 10 is amazing.
That is easily the card of the hit of the box.
That
no
is
question.
Crazy.
Yep.
That's crazy.
Yep. That's impressive. Especially under the new centering guidelines. The criticism now on these cards is extreme. So,
it's the crazy thing is this is the one I thought was going to grade the lowest of my submission.
It's good you don't work for PSA.
And it comes back the highest. Nice.
Yep.
Wow, Joe, that was exciting.
That was definitely, I think I'll make back what I paid. The one Jordan is going to cover it, and the Beam team are going to be the top 2 guys, but the 5 and the 6 are going to be, I don't know, crushers. But I am going to be rejoining the PSA group. So
they sucked you back in.
Yes. So because I ended up, I was just going through my cards, and I have 40 more that I want to grade, and some for my personal collection now. So
you're actually gonna get rid of some stuff?
Right. I did start. I actually started keeping some stuff. I started deleting some of the buy it now things off of my eBay page. I'm slowing down from the seller into a more of a collector-ish realm. So
and your wife is letting you save some stuff?
Oh, she doesn't know yet.
Okay, all right, good.
Likelihood that she makes it this far into the video
is slim to none.
So
she won't even watch it long enough to get you a view count.
Exactly. So I'm good.
So it's the secret is safe.
Yep.
I'm gonna put this in a little sleeve.
Heck yeah, that one, lock it up. You better make sure you put a note on that not to sell it for less than a couple $100.
Listen, you dumb kids.
Do not yard sale this one. Send it to Golden. Send it to Fanatics. Send it anywhere but the yard sale.
Anywhere but the. I've been passing some yard sales. Last weekend was Redline's yard sale. And, I really haven't been super interested in stopping and seeing what people are selling, but I just wonder if there is some bargain to be found out there with regards to a sport card collection that a person is just unloading just to get rid of.
Right. My buddy who works at the auction house down your way, used to be Smith's.
It's not Smith's anymore?
No, it got sold to the Amish. Now it is, Smith retired last year, and now it's, I forget the name of it, but he sent me a link. They had a lot that somebody was selling, those 5 slot cardboard holders for cards. These things here, these style boxes.
Where box type stuff.
And somebody was unloading probably 20 of those full of junk wax cards. And I thought about going down and just seeing, what that ended up going for. Anyways, but I didn't. But yeah, somebody was unloading a collection of, he pulled some cards that he thought were good, but they definitely were not in good condition and things like that. But anyways, now we have some.
You get stuff at those estate sales for like dirt cheap.
Really. Yes.
Like when my parents passed away, Brad Smith, his actual brother, because Brad does more like real estate stuff.
Yeah.
But his brother came down, and I took all this stuff that my dad and my mom had as like collectibles, just like small knick-knacky stuff, and they picked it up, sold it, and after their
cut
delivery fee and their commission and all that kind of stuff, I got like $150 for like everything. And I was just like, okay, it's like, if you know what you're looking for, those estate sales are worthwhile going to, because
you can
get stuff for like pennies on the dollar. The thing that went for the most amount of money out of everything they took was an ancient refrigerator that my parents had in their basement that sold for like $40. Everything else I thought, this might sell for a little something, sold for like box lot stuff, like next to nothing.
Well, when we were cleaning out my grandma and grandpa's place in this past October, and like he collected trucks, NASCAR trucks for ages, and Hess trucks and things like that.
Yeah.
And trucks that he paid $30-$40 for these Matchbox trucks, they sold 4 for $5. And it was a heartbreaker. And the most expensive thing they sold was some blue type of crock pot, or some type of country crock thing that was like the most expensive. That went for like $100, and all the rest of the stuff went for heartbreaking prices. And I think my grandpa's left-handed golf club set went for like the second most at like $40, which was
it's crazy what goes for money and then what goes for nothing.
Yeah.
Wow, that PSA reveal was pretty exciting. So I guess what I have to look forward to is they sucked you back in.
They did. Yep.
So there'll be more opportunities to.
There is definitely going to be at least two batches I'm sending out. So, and now the first one I won't be sending out till the end of July. So I still haven't decided what I'm sending out on that first run. So think about that, and we'll work it out till then, because I have a beach trip and other things that
I might hold off. I've tried, now that I'm like, I don't know, I'm very good at this, but now that I'm like feeling the thrill of victory and the agony of defeat, I might wait until like their holiday special thing.
Oh yeah,
like in Thanksgiving or whatever.
That was definitely a deal there.
I might wait until then and try to send in some stuff that,
Right. Yeah, because they run specials all around the end of the year to kind of get cards in. So,
and whether or not I'm, this is cool. I don't know if this is really a card or what.
Ooh, Dykstra. There you go. Oh, it's a box stopper.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean, neat.
Dude, that is cool.
Phillies.
That is cool. All right, so this makes my purchase. So my know nothing I know nothing about this like Sportsflics 94, but this is cool. Maybe it is like the typical Sportsflics with the multi-action.
Yeah.
All right, but I like that. That's cool.
That is.
This was like
I'm curious. I've never heard of Sportsflics until you showed me that first time. You know.
This was like so. This was so cutting edge back in that time period. Wow, that's cool. Makes the box worthwhile.
I was gonna say, right there you go.
Lenny Dykstra had such a problem in life after baseball.
Unfortunate. A lot of athletes followed in that.
I don't even have something big enough to put this in because I don't have a.
You have to put it in one of those PSA, plastic things.
Yeah, card saver.
Yeah.
That thing's cool. So, Joe, what did? Oh, so you got the 89.
89 Fleer. We're looking for Griffey, Randy, Billy Ripken. We'll see what we find. Nope, that ain't gonna fit.
Man, the thing is gigantic. This is like the biggest thing I have.
Yep, that ain't gonna fly.
I'll just put it in there for. The amazing thing about that Bo Jackson coming back 10 is those card savers. If you weren't like careful when you were trying to slide it in, you nick the top of the card saver with the corner, you were like finished.
Yep. Yeah, there's like multiple things you have to do to the card that can create disaster as you're packing it to get it out of there,
Yeah.
So.
Wow, I can't believe that came back. It kind of like works. It's good enough.
Yeah. Gives at least a one-end protection.
Yeah. All right. So, I wonder if you pull a
odds of finding. Okay, so you have what 20? Wait, odds of finding a Cliff Floyd are approximately 1 in 360 packs.
So, are you looking for a Cliff Floyd?
I don't know what the value of Cliff Floyd is. When I was looking into this, I did a little bit of research on the stuff that had pricing data on it, and the ones that were PSA 10s were these 4 that had pricing information on them.
The Ozzy, the Kirby, and the Ryan.
Yeah. So if I get any of these 3 in this, I'll call it a victory. Although I do like the Dykstra box topper. That is cool.
Yeah.
So these aren't. I don't think these are going to be worth a ton, even if I get these. But these
are be able to recoup what it costs for the box.
Yeah, $35. So yeah. I don't have a lot in these.
Yeah.
All right.
We'll start with your Sportsflics. Let's see. I'm curious to see what is in a pack of those. Jeez.
All right. Well, they pack well. These the package or those little like plastics that go over top of the adhesives for the slab covers. They're like so staticky to like get rid of them and get them to actually go in a trash can are crazy. Okay. They're all like stuck together. All right, so these are the classic Sportsflics, so that's cool. All right, now I'm not super disappointed. Gotta separate them up here. I have no idea who this guy is. It's a rookie, never heard of. Oh, that's cool.
It is neat. Pete Harnish.
Okay, I actually like these. Doc Gooden.
Oh, right there you go. Right out of the gate.
Ryan Sanders. Or
Sandberg.
What am I saying? Ryan Sandberg. Nice. Oh,
some kind of specialty.
This one might be. one's a little different.
Something special about it.
Roberto Alomar, Ryan Sandberg, nice. Bernard Gilkey. Yep. Robin Ventura. Wally Joyner. All right.
Interesting.
Okay, these cards are not as crappy as I thought they were going to be. And I got a Sandberg.
Right.
Nice.
All right. We have the sticker. Oh, I got a Ryan Sandberg. Not probably as valuable as your Ryan Sandberg, but John Kruk with the Padres.
Before he got traded.
Scott Service.
Okay, I like these 94 Sportsflics now. Kind of like stuck together a little.
So there's a shaker card, and is 1 in 24 packs, and Cliff Floyd and Paul Molitor are 1 in 360 packs.
Chipper Jones.
That's cool.
Not a rookie. Not his rookie, but. So the funny thing about this card now is to have a pitcher, the card is of him batting. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Hershiser.
Andy Dawson. Gary Sheffield.
Ooh, Dave Justice. If I get his cards back in a 10, they do usually well.
Really?
Mm-hmm. He's an odd following out there. So I wonder why that's different. Starflake. Raffy.
There's a regular Dave Justice coming up. But he's not a Hall of Famer or anything.
No, but his cards definitely sell for me.
Really?
Yep. I mean, he has a pretty big following.
Yeah.
But,
I'd like to see a.
I need extra with the Mets.
I'd like to see you pull a Randy Johnson error card with the Marlboro on the back.
Yes, that would be cool. I feel like these packs can be, maybe not. I don't know.
All right. Okay. If the price is right, I'll have to send one. Here's Wade Boggs.
Yeah.
If the price is right, I'll have to send one of these off for grading just to see how they grade.
Right, because for some of those guys, how do you grade a card that has a variation? I guess you just do it based on centering and corners, because you can't do it based on
the image.
Yeah.
The back, I guess.
Yeah,
look at this Ken Griffey. This is like a special Ken Griffey.
Starflix.
We'll have to research this one and
that
see
is
what...
cool.
probably
gold foil on the back.
Probably a decent.
Those are neat cards.
Griffey is a popular player.
Oh yeah.
With anything that he's in. Joe Carter.
Yeah, you hit his card on a 10. Those always do well. Even the 9s, are respectable.
Probably not a 6.
Nope, 6. You're definitely better off cracking that pack. A.D. Anderson.
Carney Lansford. I have Carney Lansford's rookie card from like the 70s.
Wow.
My friend Jeff, who kind of got me into doing some of this, he was convincing me that Carney Lansford was going to be a Hall of Famer. So I went searching, back in the 90s. I went searching for his rookie card. Abbott. Okay, this isn't who I thought it. Oh, wait a minute. I wonder if this is Kurt Abbott. Okay. Jay Bell, probably, from Pittsburgh. Yep. Dennis Eckersley.
So it looks like each pack gives you a Starflex or something.
Yeah, it sure does. Matt Williams.
Ooh.
Mike Piazza. And Dante Bichette.
All right, let's hit somebody we know here. Bonds. So for the best card, Barry Bonds. Sheesh. Terrible. Your cards are definitely cooler.
Well, in fairness, the 89 the 89 Flair is like such an ugly card.
Oh, it is the worst design of all the cards. I mean, it was probably better than the 88, but still, they definitely, what a ugly gray card.
I can't get this one open for some reason. The 88, I don't know. In my opinion, the 88 is a little less ugly because it's at least white and doesn't seem.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. It doesn't seem as kind of bleh.
What am I thinking? The 87 is that the blue one?
Yeah, the blue one.
That one's better than the gray.
Yeah.
Gosh, they're all better than the gray.
Yeah,
this is the worst.
Yeah, that is the worst.
It's like they didn't really care. That's why they had so many errors in the set.
Yeah.
They were rushing to production.
Okay, I don't know that person. Probably Eric Davis. Cecil Fielder.
Nice.
Travis Fryman.
Everybody thought he was going to do amazing. And I don't really remember much.
Dave Hollins. He ended up at the O's, didn't he? Or did we get him from the O's? I think he went to the O's, didn't he?
He went Phillies, then to Scranton, then to Philly.
Jeff Bagwell.
Oh, there you go.
A couple years after his rookie.
Yeah. All right, let's see what we got here. Roberto Alomar. You know who he is. Hubie. Saberhagen. Sheesh.
Sportsflics are a little thicker. They don't slide in the. They don't slide into the card holder as well. Cut low enough. Joe, you like the Karate Kid movies?
I honestly, I haven't seen any of the new ones, and it's been years since I have seen the originals.
Oh, God. John Crook, Philly. So the only reason why I mention that is the one that's in the theaters now, Karate Kid Legends with Ralph Macchio and Jackie Chan. I saw it on Thursday with my wife and family, and it was really good.
Oh, okay.
It was really well done.
I mean, I like Jackie Chan, so his movies I do typically enjoy.
Yeah, he was really good. It was very, very entertaining. It was an entertaining movie, and it was just well done. Ben McDonald, sort of a letdown for the O's.
Yeah.
This is a pack of Phillies because I got Darren Dalton.
Ooh, Mike Piazza.
Mike Piazza, the Sportsflics one.
Ron Gant.
I got Crook and Dalton in the same pack.
Let's say rookie. Scott Roughcorn. Oh no, it just says Sportsflics. Nope. Oh yeah, it does say rookie.
But, oh yeah. Nice.
Okay.
I've never heard of him, but
yep.
Cool.
Do a double check. I was like, pretty sure it said rookie. All right, come on, something fun, something exciting, somebody that we know, so that I believe that this wasn't tampered with. Strawberry.
That seal could mean nothing.
That seal could mean, yeah, that they just looked at it. Man, were there just not that many good players in 1989? Sheesh.
All right, let's do here. Okay. Bobby Bonilla. Still getting paid by the Mets?
Yeah, I was going to say, how many years do you have left yet?
No, I'm not sure.
He signed like a 30-year, Bobby Bonilla Day deal.
Good for him.
Right, what a genius.
No, Jim Abbott with the Yankees. I always thought Jim Abbott was kind of amazing when you saw him pitch.
What he accomplished certainly was.
He wasn't, an amazing dominant pitcher, but just the fact that he was able to do it and be successful at the major league level was pretty impressive.
Yep. Okay, Texas Rangers. Here we go. Greg Jeffries. What could have been? Joe Carter. was 2 people in there. I knew their names. There's a lot of packs in that box.
Yeah, I know. It was deceiving. I might have the same amount of packs that you have, just less cards per pack.
Yeah.
You know, Joe, I might have to send away my Jose Uribe Upper Deck Era card, since that's,
listed for $1 million.
Yeah, I get like a PSA 10 on that.
Mm-hmm.
Be all over.
That's it.
Why
somebody call into work? I'm out.
Yeah. Why anybody would pay ton? And the funny thing is, in that box, Jeffrey Hammond's Baltimore Orioles. You ever hear of that guy?
I did. Not for very long though, but I do remember the name.
For something that's supposed to be so valuable, I got 3 of them in that box. So
you're right.
I'm either really lucky or it's really not that valuable.
Right. It's only worth what somebody wants to pay for it.
Yeah. My wife says it all the time.
That's it.
Especially when I say, hey, this sports card I got is worth this amount of money.
You show that Bo Jackson, she'll change her tune.
I'm sure she will.
Just make fun of you again.
You're like, oh, that's great. Are you going to sell it? And I said, no. And she'll say, well, then it's worth what you have in it. And I say, you're right.
That's it.
You're going to steer.
It's worth that good fuzzy feeling I get when I hold it in my hands.
The funny thing is, I was at a York Revs game on Saturday. And, I was with my 2 friends from high school, who I don't see a ton, but we were all sort of around, and I reached out to them because my wife and kids were gone. And, it's that Paul Molitor.
Oh. Is that the one they're talking about on the side of the...
No. Because I think it's just a standard set run.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know what it just says on the side of your box, so I'm not sure what.
I'll assume if we get it, we'll know. But anyway, so I'm at the Revs game with my 2 friends from high school, and inevitably, whenever you talk about cards with somebody, the question is going to be, what's your most valuable card?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it happens all the time. And I've previously been answering that as my Reggie Jackson rookie card from 1968 or 69, whatever year that was. And the only reason why I have that is because I saw him get inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame. My friend who I was with Saturday night, he and I took a bus trip.
Okay, that's the guy.
He and I took a bus trip to Cooperstown
for that.
When we were out of high school. Our parents because his birthday is on July 12th and my birthday is on July 13th.
Okay.
So his parents and my parents were like, yeah, let's send our kids to Cooperstown, New York for the Hall of Fame induction for their birthday, which was cool. Yeah. And I saw Reggie Jackson get inducted into the Hall of Fame. And my friend Steve, Saturday night, he was telling me that, and I don't remember this, but I remember he and I went to the Hall of Fame golf outing where you basically could go and watch these Hall of Fame players play golf at the golf course in Cooperstown. And, every once in a while they would come over, Manny Ramirez, every once in a while they'd come over, and if you had something, like a baseball or whatever, they would sign it for you. Well, he said Pee Wee Reese and Billy Williams came over and signed his baseball. And I was like, dude, I don't remember that. I was standing right with you. He's like, yeah, they just came over and grabbed my ball, and Pee Wee signed my ball, and then right after that, Billy Williams came over and signed my ball.
That's wild.
And I was just like, do you still have it? He's like, yeah, I still have it. And I What's
I
this?
like that Frank Thomas. The Sportsflics don't have as much motion as.
Yeah, I don't know what the deal is with there. But anyway, I'm like, dude, I don't remember that. I remember when we were standing in line waiting to get in. There's a Ripken.
Oh, there you go.
I remember Warren Spahn like walking right by us.
Gosh, that's so crazy, man.
But and Jim Palmer and Warren Spahn, they walked by us. They didn't sign anything, but I got my picture. I didn't get my picture. I took a picture of Warren Spahn like right in front of me. But I was like, I don't remember you signing. I don't remember you getting your
those
baseball
signatures.
Yeah, I don't remember you getting your baseball signed. Of course, my baseball came home with nothing. This was a miscut card, but it was like left in the pack.
Ugh.
So anyway, when I started getting back into collecting again, I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna get cards that have like some sort of sentimental meaning. So I was watching a Reggie Jackson rookie card on auction, and I didn't think I was gonna win it. Actually, I was somewhat hoping I didn't win it because it was like more money than I really was looking to spend. But I ended up winning it. So, and I feel like I got an okay deal with it. It was a 6, which is, not terrible for like the age.
So you bought it already graded?
Yeah, I bought it already graded.
Oh, the Ripken.
Andy Van Sleek. And I feel like sometimes the auction prices are substantially less than the buy it now prices. No idea who this
Yes,
is.
if you can hold out for the auctions to end, then you're in good shape, But if you need it, and sometimes they do get up there pretty high, but all right.
But now I'll have to change my my answer. I don't think it's. Well, it depends if you go by buy it now or auction. Auction price seems to be what somebody's willing to pay.
Right. The buy it now is
hopes and dreams.
Yep.
But I might have to say my most valuable card now is that PSA 10 Bo Jackson, 1990.
I mean, that is a crazy card, for sure. Yeah, I don't know what all the auctions end at, but,
I'll be able to look up the PSA history.
All right.
Ooh. This is... What is this? This is a special card.
What's it say there?
SH8. Dean Palmer.
Oh, is that a shaker? Oh, it's a shaker. That's what it says on the side there.
So this is a...
That's a limited.
Okay.
Fortunately, it's
worth like
Dean
$2.
Palmer, but yeah.
Worth like $2. Maybe not. Maybe less. Okay, so that's... You get how many of those per box?
1 for 20. 1 out of 24 packs.
1 out of 24 packs. And it's Dean Palmer, who was like a bust.
I was trying to look up what they were talking about with that Paul Molitor card.
Maybe there's like a secret Dean Palmer fan club that would be all about that.
Yeah. All right.
What am I gonna do with that? I'll pull that out for now.
Oh, we got a Philly sticker. Boop, boop, boop.
Nice.
Kirby Puckett, off center. Javi Bonilla, All-Star. Sheesh.
Okay, this is my. Trying to separate these things. Ray Langford.
I don't see any data on the Dean Palmer shaker.
Not highly desirable, huh?
Yeah.
Deion
Sanders. Oh, Palmer. Frank Tanana. Benito. Alfredo. Oh, we have a Randy Johnson.
Oh, is it?
All blacked out. Boo.
Boo.
That's sucky. Way off center, but it's okay. So far, I've lost $90.
I don't think I made any money on this Sportsflics, but it's been fun.
Yeah.
I wanted some Sportsflics because of just the novelty of the card design.
Yeah, I mean it is definitely neat.
It was like too pricey for me when I was a kid. Like I couldn't pay up for the packs because I think the packs were like, substantially more than like Upper Deck, Tops, Fleer, Donruss, and you were getting less cards. So I was like, dude, I'm not buying those cards.
Everybody probably thought the same thing. That's why they didn't take off so hot.
Yeah, they were definitely pricier.
The crime dog. Sammy Sosa. You get a lot of name players. I mean, I don't know how big the set is, but you're getting a lot of players with some name behind them.
Joey Belly. Oh, this is when he was Albert.
Mm-hmm.
The guy at Bel Air Sports Club Cards where I bought this, he was like, "Oh, are you going after an A-Rod rookie?" Because I guess A-Rod's rookie is 94.
Oh, okay.
But then
is he in the set?
No.
Okay.
I think he came out when they released the tradeds. Like the 94 tradeds.
There's a mid-season call-up.
McGuire. Oh, this is an error card.
That is?
Yeah, because they have the name spelled wrong on, I guess it's the back.
Oh, okay.
Because that's spelled right on the front, right?
G-Y... I don't know. So it's spelled wrong on the front.
Spelled wrong on the front. The back is spelled right.
There you go.
It's McGuire error card. So what's its value? Anybody's guess, because I'm not sure if it was corrected. If it was corrected,
right,
it might be better. There's Frank Thomas, John Smoltz.
Look at that. 499, 39.
Nice.
Misspelled. We're dropping down now. Now we're into the 100. Well, $64 you can get it for. PSA 10 for $50. Oh, that's not the right mark. That's Mark Grace. So there is no graded 10s listed for that bad boy.
But they have. Do they have any auctions, or are they all buy it now?
They're all buy it nows.
All right.
Might have to look and follow some auctions there.
All right. And the highest buy it now is what?
500.
500.
Yeah. So are
$500 right here.
Yeah. Are there rookie tradeds in there? Because this does show number 148, Alex Rodriguez, 1994 Sportsflics, 2000.
Number 148. I don't know.
I
guess we'll have to see if I get that one or not.
They won $8,000 for it.
But the Mark McGuire error card here, I'll gladly sell this to anybody watching Joe's show for $500.
Maybe even $450. It's a special discount.
Yeah, you could talk me down to $450 as long as you subscribe to Joe's show.
There you go. Right, subscription discount. $50 off. What a guy! What a deal! I mean, to be offering that.
Dude, between this and my Jose Uribe error cards.
Oh, and a black box Billy Ripken. Boo.
Boo. Boo.
Somebody took out the good error cards. Oh, we got a Bo. I like Bo.
Oh man, that's really tainting the potential of.
That makes it seem like this box won't have any error cards because it was assumed all packed at the same time. So lame.
That black box Ripken. That really sort of tells an unfortunate tale of the rest of the box.
It does. That means this box has been a newer
issue.
Yeah. That hurts.
Oh, God, no, it's Ken Griffey Sportsflics. That does hurt. I hurt for that.
Yeah, there's the Paul Molitor that now they listed for $1,000, but doesn't really have a number to it. Just Sportsflics Paul Molitor. Definitely wasn't the one that you pulled, but that might be the one that's won in 360 packs. But
that would be cool.
Yeah. Ooh, another Ken.
Jose Canseco when he's just okay. I got another one of these.
Yeah.
That's my second Griffey. I don't have the Billy Ripken Air card, and I kind of want it just for
nostalgia's sake.
Yeah, but I haven't been willing to pull the trigger on it. The auction prices are getting kind of crazy on the ones. 8s are even expensive now.
Yep.
You know, let alone 9, 10. 9, 10 is ridiculous.
Oh my! Yeah, you're talking $1,000 if you want 10.
But then I thought
that show you were telling me about, where he goes over the weekly graded.
Yeah.
Those are up there.
So I thought, maybe I'll get a box, but
you hit a wrong box.
What you pay for the box? Holy shit! Might be it.
Paul O'Neill?
No, wait a minute.
Paul Molitor.
Okay, damn it.
Yep. Nope.
Wrong Paul.
Yep. Sorry. That Paul is
wrong Paul.
So you're okay, Paul O'Neill, if you haven't been watching. Nothing wrong.
Yeah. Just wasn't what we were looking for.
Yeah, we're just looking for Molitor. Alright.
See, that's the risk of buying the box.
Yep.
You got a Ripken, but you got the black box.
Right now I'm just all disappointed going forward.
Yeah.
Because even if I hit another one, we're in the black box era. And the likelihood that this happened to be the box where they switched it over is not good.
You could still pull a Griffey.
Yes.
A high grade Griffey 89 clear is decent.
Yep.
Oh, is this my Floyd guy? Well, it's Cliff Floyd, but that's not.
Yeah, Cliff Floyd.
But that's not. This doesn't look like it's anything.
That doesn't look like the special one. Kind of like that Paul Molitor did, where it had that little circle symbol on the front.
Barry Larkin. Oh, these things are
That Ozzie Smith?
It is. All right.
That's the one from your list?
Yeah, it's one from my list. The Ozzie. I'm starting to get repeats now because I got this Travis Fryman before. And I had 2 of the Griffies. But I'll take the Ozzie Smith.
Unwittingly, Mike Schmidt.
Okay, I'm getting to the bottom of my box. Wow, they even have a piece of styrofoam on the bottom of this box.
Filler.
They had one other box of these sitting on the shelf. If it sits there a little while, I might go pick it up.
Yeah, it's neat.
Yeah, I'm starting to get some duplicates.
Doesn't seem like a very big set. You're talking 200 cards. Or some of these,
700.
Right, exactly.
because I got this Mike Piazza before.
Randy
Johnson. Who are these rookies? These rookies I've never even heard of.
All right, we're gonna blaze through. We're gonna hit a couple packs here, since there's probably nothing exciting. On Smoltz. Jose Canseco. Oh, Ken Griffey, off center. That's probably why these, they're so hard to hit those cards. Because they just are, none of them are on center. None of them.
Kind of rough.
Yeah. Craig Biggio.
I have a ton of that card. Pulled a lot of his from '89 for some reason. Which, he's a Hall of Famer, and his cards aren't really worth a whole lot unless they're graded super high.
Right.
Oh, yeah. Cool. I got a regular Griffey. I got a regular Dykstra. Okay, so I'm curious if this Griffey is of any value. Wasn't on my list, which was surprising.
Yeah.
Tom Glavine.
This year's was fun. Cards were neat. Player names are mostly recognizable.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with this Sportsflics 94 Sportsflics 2000.
Yeah.
I might just pick up that other box.
Yeah, for that price point, it's fun.
Sitting there.
Right.
They're cool cards.
Mark McGwire. Ooh, Ricky Henderson. It's the Yankees. Howard Johnson, Eddie Murray. Mark Grace, Robin. Yeah. Tony Gwynn.
I'm down to my last 4 packs.
Okay.
My last 4 packs. Who are these rookies? These rookies. I've never heard of any of these guys.
Will Clark.
Will Clark.
He had a lot of headshot cards.
Texas Rangers. I guess they traded him to the Texas Rangers this year from San Francisco.
He played, 7 years at least, give or take.
I have his rookie card in the '87 Fleer. I thought he was going to be like a Hall of Famer, but not quite.
Will Clark didn't make it in the Hall of Fame. He has the name for the Hall of Fame, but just couldn't live up to it.
Just didn't quite get there.
Okay, here we go.
Man, it would have been better to find that black box Ripken a little later.
I know, right? That's
because now it's like so anticlimactic.
Right. You know it's going to be, if you find anything else. I feel like I've hit one of all the cards I was looking for, and none of them are the errors. What's the chance I get a duplicate when there's a, it's a 9,000 card set? Yo, McGuire.
Yeah, the Randy Johnson, I didn't really think too much about that one when you hit that one and it was the corrected one. Because I wasn't really thinking that, that might indicate the timing of the box,
right?
To be corrected. But then when you hit the black box Ripken, I'm like, okay, I feel like it's over.
That is done. It is hit the corrected versions. That's lame.
Like, who is this guy? He's a rookie.
Pride?
Curtis Pride? Never heard of him. This must have been a bust rookie class.
I was going to say, what? Well, yeah, because, 93 was huge with Jeter. Well, I mean, technically, with A-Rod,
If he's in this, okay, that would be cool. But all these other rookies have been like, who are these guys?
Right.
I got the one special card, and it was Dean Palmer.
Right.
Kind of crappy.
Yeah.
Dude, that Ramon Martinez that you just passed.
Yeah.
I remember thinking he was going to be the man, and it turned out it was his brother.
Pedro.
Like this guy, rookie, Javier Lopez.
Is that Javi Lopez?
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, Javi Lopez, if that's his rookie.
Is he good?
Yeah, Javi Lopez, I assume that's the same. It's got to be the same.
Yeah, I would think so.
Yeah. I mean, wouldn't say he was great, but he was definitely a name. Because it was him and David Justice and Ron Gant was like your trifecta for the hitters of the Braves.
Okay, so this might be the best rookie of this class.
That's the only one I've heard of so far.
Mike Remo, here's Barry Bonds.
Oh, you hit your Kirby. You hit all three.
Yeah. This box has been pretty kind to me.
Yeah.
Unlike your box.
I was going to say, that is I almost want to buy another box just because I'm so angry at this one.
Yeesh. Go all in on the 89 Fleer.
Yeah.
That's been the, I feel like that's the only way I'm going to get the, I feel like that's the only way I'm going to get the Ripken error, is I'm just going to bite the bullet and buy it. I feel like buying it raw is risky a little bit.
Yeah, I've had
because their prices aren't cheap on the raw versions.
No, and you can definitely get miscut on this line A lot.
So it's like if I want it really bad, which I do, and I want to make sure it's authentic and at least evaluated and scored professionally, I'm gonna have to just bite the bullet and pay up for
a graded
PSA.
Yeah. What a disaster. Down to your last pack?
I'm down to my last pack. I got all 3 cards that had PSA 10 value and some other ones that I have to look at.
Yeah.
I got 1 special card, but it was kind of like a bust. But these cards were cool. I like these. Okay, no special card. But I got Tony Gwynn, Jeff Conine, Barry Bonds, Sportsflics card, Ken Lofton, oops, Edgar Martinez, Jeff McNeil, rookie. Never heard of it.
All right, last stack. Here we go. I didn't even see Cal Ripken in mine. You know, we're getting all these, smacks that Missile Fielder. Jay.
Pull out this Javier Lopez just to.
Yeah, maybe research that one. Oh, look, almost the last.
Well, there you go.
Okay.
You can't say
All right, fine, whatever. Should have called that one earlier, I guess. I don't know. Okay. Well, that takes care of that mess.
Well, I feel like my $35 investment for my 94 Sportsflics 2000
easily outweighed the return on investment compared to this 89 box of Fleer.
Especially when I sell this to one of your subscribers for $450.
Oh, it's totally worth it. Totally worth it. Send it out, get it graded. It'll be worth $1,000.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's it.
I wonder if it has any graded. I wonder if it is graded at all. I have to look.
I was gonna say, do some research and save that one. Send it out in November and
see what happens.
Right. Yep. That's it.
Well, Joe, it was
good.
It was a pretty exciting episode.
Yeah, definitely. Started off good.
Oh man, it's hard to beat. Hard to beat.
I mean, you got some
PSA
good
results.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, so way better than our first disaster that we sent out. So
I'm gonna have to really look through my personal collection and try to figure out what is worth getting slabbed.
Yeah.
Because I'll tell you that David Robinson just wasn't it.
No.
My Robinson 6. I forget what I paid for that back when I bought it. It wasn't nothing.
Right. So that 6, just whatever you paid, cut that into about 25% of what you paid for it. Definitely be better cracking it. But you never know.
I got a solid. I'll have to look that up just for self-torture. See what that'll sell
Two
for.
and a quarter. Oh man, that definitely. I mean, a 5 and a 6 and a 7 and a that 5. I don't remember what that was. What did I get a 5 on? It was a terrible card, or it was a good card, but a 5. Sheesh.
Yeah, sort of the problem with grading, right? You either grade high and it's worth it. If you grade low, you're like sunk.
Yeah. Grade low, it goes for 99 cents on eBay.
I watch what you have listed sometimes, just to see how, because
see where it goes.
I see the show, and I see that you did a PSA reveal with a bunch of like junk wax stuff, and there were a couple of them that I was kind of interested in, like your was the 90s Nolan Ryan.
Oh, that one.
That you got a PSA 10 on.
Yeah, that was crazy.
And I was just like, I'm going to follow this one and see how he does. And he did pretty good.
Yeah.
Like you did solid on that.
Yeah. Yep. I mean, that was an expensive 50 cards. When I sent that out, I just didn't realize when that bill came due.
Okay, so the PSA Nolan Ryan didn't
cover it.
Didn't cover it.
There was a Jordan in there though. PSA 10, that 93 Topps PSA 10, that was 180. That went for 188 or something. It was 180, 188. But so it helped. I mean, best case I broke even on 50 cards. However, there's a few out of that I did keep. So, I might have benefited a few cards on that one. But I got in sent out a bunch of Bowman Chrome. I have all kinds of things I have to list yet. So, lots of cards to go on.
Yeah, I saw that 50 card reveal, and I was just like, man, he's got some coin invested here. And then I was watching some of the grades. I'm like, okay, he's doing all right. But
we got a bunch of 10s, but yeah.
But I saw some of them. I forget which one it was now. But I was watching it, and it went for like less than $10. And I was just like, ooh, that hurt, because he's got the money into the packs, and he's got the $20 into the grading, and it went for like
I had some 10s that went for under $20.
Wow, that's rough.
Right, that is unbelievable. So, lots of lessons learned through all of this. That's why I've been slowing her down a little bit, just because it's they aren't I don't know what's going on with the hobby at the moment, but it is slightly slowing down, a little bit.
So what are you looking for in your personal collection, since you're like hoarding some stuff for yourself?
I don't know. Right now I have some Walker Whites.
I know you love that guy.
I do. I don't know why. I just I'm not sure, but I don't know. I have a bunch of stuff in my case there. I have my Scrooge McDucks. I started collecting other Disney cards. Some basketball players. Some of the Jordans I've been keeping. Other rookie cards and college cards, newer ones that have hit 10. Because, right now, some of those Bowman Chromes that hit for 10, they're still in college, so maybe I want to wait and see if they actually
do anything.
Right, because that's the problem. That, like, some of those cards that I hit for 10s that sold for $18, they're still in college. So there's a chance in 3 or 4 years they go huge, and I just sold a $1,000 card for $18. So
3 years from now.
Yeah. So that's the thing. I need to test my patience, and maybe not list everything right away. So we'll see how things play out. But I've been filling the black box that I have almost full of cards now. So
That's the secret black box that the wife doesn't know about.
That is it. She just thinks it's. I don't know what she thinks is in it, but. Yeah.
She'll definitely not get to this part in the episode.
That's right. Oh yeah,
she'll
not
really
a
never
chance.
know. She'll really
nope,
never know.
Not a chance. Nope. So my Scrooges I'll never sell. That'll be something that my kids will have to sell someday. So
at the yard sale for $1 a piece,
$1 a piece. That's it. That'll break my heart, but because some of them I definitely paid. I think I paid over $100 for some of those guys.
Well, you have a good run of 10s on those.
Yeah. Yep. So that's we'll see. But anyways,
Joe, we'll have to do another episode. If not a PSA reveal or whatever, we'll have to just get some more cheap junk wax stuff.
Yeah.
And
yeah, I mean, I love the junk wax. It's just fun. It's takes you back. It's
you actually know the players' names. Like,
right.
Oh, yeah, I remember this guy.
Yep. That's it. So
and it's readily available. It's like out there.
It blows my mind how many are actually still out there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, who hoarded all this stuff for
forever?
40 years.
Yeah, I mean, this box was factory sealed, not opened, and I don't know what it cost in 1994. I feel like I paid a fair amount for this because it was $35, and I saw this on eBay because I didn't know anything about it. I saw this on eBay for buy it now for well more than $35. So I was just like, I did pretty good. Like total cost on this was $37.10 or something with tax. So if I bought it on eBay for $50 and then shipping and handling, it'd be like $60. So, I really am like tempted to go and get his other box at some point that he has there because these were cool.
It was neat. And what are the animated cold foil stamped chase cards? Sounds fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Might have to do more research into some of the cards you did get. Maybe some of those are actually worth more than
I thought.
Yeah.
So
hey,
we'll have to do one of
do
one of those.
Do some pack opening.
Yeah, nice chunk wax
for sure. So, well, till next time. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you.
May the force be with you.